A new day. Alright, we're off to the Palace of Justice, yeah. Palais de Justice. Bonjour. Sparrowson. He's talking to himself. So, Sparrowson, how confident do you feel about this trial? Sparrowson's always confident. Yeah, I'm super confident. We're going to get a guilty verdict for that lioness for sure. That's the spirit. Let's kick some dirty air. Yeah, let's do it. I should get an assistant. Oh, the doors are opening. Alright, we're going in. Alright, settle down. Is the prosecution here? Sparrowson present. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. Excellent. Are the jury all present? Yep, all present and accounted for, Your Honour. And it's to my understanding that the defence is representing themselves today. Wow. Let's have a little chit chat then, shall we? That's your cue, madame. You can see I'm here. Just skip the pantomime nonsense and convict me already. Now, we have a procedure to follow, madame. Let's do this right. Fine. Yes, I, Lenny Beaumont, am here. Very good. Now, defendant, you're being accused of 3 crimes. First, you are charged with the murder of Severin Kokoriko, the well-respected and benevolent prosecutor who worked for this very court. Benevolent, what a joke of a phrase. Silence, if you please. Second, you are charged with conspiring to incite a rebellion. And we shall have our rebellion. I said silence, order. Your third charge is for the murder of Dame Cataline de Miao. Sure, why not? Your Honour, I have no doubt that the defendant is guilty of her first and second charges. In fact, I myself bore witness to the murder of Severin Kokoriko. I could even deliver a testimony of the events. That won't be necessary, I confess. Silence from the defence. Please continue, prosecutor. As I was saying, those 2 charges aren't to be contended. In my mind, they're clear as day. But I would like to address the third charge in this trial session. The bombing of Chateau Clunier, the murder of Dame Cataline. I plead guilty. Not just to the murder of Dame whoever, but to all 3 charges. Plead whatever you like. I don't believe you played any part in the attack. You were in jail at the time of the incident. You couldn't have possibly had the means to even issue an order to a lackey. To help me uncover the truth, I call the investigative officer Inspector Volati to the witness stand. Please approach and recite the oath. There he is. What are you playing at, Monsieur Sparrowson? Well, am I playing it? This is intended to be a straightforward trial. Why are you dragging this out with needless pedantry? Oh, I'm securing justice. We're doing this right, man. Is that what you call this nonsense? Justice? Fine, but you're wasting everyone's time if you ask me. Whatever, let's get this over with. I, Inspector Just Volati, swear to speak without hatred and without fear, and to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Excellent, on to the questioning. Now, Inspector, why do you believe that Madame Beaumont is behind the bombing of Chateau Clunier? Is it not obvious? Because she has a crystal clear motive. The Madame wants a rebellion. By killing a prominent bourgeois figure in a dramatic manner, she stirs up tension between the classes. A motive, that's all you're going by? Obviously not. I have evidence too. Okay. Show me the evidence that Madame Beaumont was behind the bombing. Real evidence? You didn't tell me about it before. I don't think it would be necessary to tell you. How was I to know that you would drag it out? Enough bickering. Present your evidence. Very well, Your Honour. You will all burn for your sins. This is a poster that was found at the crime scene. It was crudely fastened to a pillar around 50 meters from where the explosion occurred. You will all burn for your sins. That message is in no doubt intended as a declaration of violence, a warning of what's to come. As you can see, the poster was damaged in the explosion and the ensuing fire. The signatures at the bottom are nearly unreadable. Despite this, it is evident that the 2 names fit the space perfectly. Those names are Fontaine and Piero. So that's the dog and the parrot, isn't it? The 2 bar dwellers, I mean... I knew they were rebels because I saw them in the catacombs with my own eyes, but do you really think they did this? Of course, no other names fit the gap, and it is far too much of a coincidence for it to be anyone else. It's true. I can't think of any names that cleanly fill the gaps. The inspector's evidence appears to be pretty convincing, prosecutor. Are you done with your direct examination? No, I'm not. There's no way that the poster was written by Fontaine and Piero, and I intend to prove it. You're welcome to try, but make it snappy. Okay, select a statement. So before we get involved with this, I want to have another look at our evidence. So we've got a legal license, which is redundant. We've got a blurry photograph of someone running away from the burning chateau. Alright. And then we got a scrap of paper. Maybe it will match up. Sparrowson, believe in yourself. I've got a bad feeling. Namely, where's JJ Falcon in all this? He has to be somewhere, you know. Okay. Let's look at the poster. Let's take a closer look, can we? Let me look. That burned edge along the bottom there. What about it? It's somewhat convenient that the fire burned away just the signature, but left the rest of the poster intact. Perhaps it was deliberately defaced. Vandalism ain't an interesting notion. But considering the poster was found attached to a burning building, maybe we should presume the obvious, the burning was accidental. Do you have another question? Yeah, let's ask about the torn corner. Can you unfold that? That torn corner in the upper right. What about it? Doesn't it look a little odd? Almost as if it was removed deliberately? That seems more than a little speculative. Not at all. As it happens, I know for a fact the poster was torn. I have the proof. Oh shit, we've gone straight to it. Fine. Let's go. Inspector Valerti, I found this note in the garden fountain of Chateau Clinière. A note, you say? Let's have a look. Sparrowson, believe in yourself. What is this sentimental rubbish? Some sort of self-help pamphlet? Ignore the contents of the note. Focus on the shape. Well, it appears to be a torn corner of paper, probably ripped from a larger sheet. Go on, let it sink in. Wait, this tear. Do they match? It looks familiar. You see it too. The torn edge of the note matches the torn corner of the poster. What conclusion can we draw from this? I posit that the person who wrote the note is the same person who designed and wrote the poster. A reasonable claim, but I don't see anything to indicate who wrote the note. It's unsigned. It doesn't need a signature. I only know of one person who would leave a note in a place like that. Are we really going to do this? JJ Falcon. Oh man. I don't want to throw anyone under the horse carriage, especially this person, but well, in my opinion, the only person who fits... Oh shit, what's going on? Mon Dieu, what was that? An explosion! It sounded like it came from outside. No doubt about it, but Mo, did you arrange this? What, me? No, I've got no idea what's going on. Rabbington, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. In a manner of speaking, how to put this? Spit it out. Fire! There's a big fire here. In here? Not just the Palais de Justice, the whole island is ablaze. It's crazy. We gotta get out of here now. Okay, you heard the rabbit. Everybody clear out. Court is adjourned. I'm not through with you, Beaumont. Spit it out. Are you behind the fire? I told you, I have no idea what's going on. Now, can you please undo my shackles so I can avoid burning to death? We need to go. Don't lie to me, Lioness. Is this your plan? Is one of your lackeys trying to break you out? Is it the start of the rebellion proper? You're acting ridiculous. I'm telling you, that explosion had nothing to do with me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? You honestly played no part in the Chateau Clinière incident, and you honestly know nothing about this fire. Seriously, we have to go? Alright, let's go. Wait, Sparrowson! Undo my shackles, please. You aren't going to seriously let me die in here, are you? Oh, this is a tricky one. No, we've played her fair by now, even though I probably shouldn't. Of course not. Sit tight. I think they might have a spare set of jail keys around the judge's podium somewhere. Seriously. I swear it's somewhere around here. Sparrowson, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for killing the prosecutor, Kokoroko. I would be lying if I said that killing the bird didn't bring me relief. It did. It took a weight off my heart that had been there for years. But I'm starting to think that what I did, well, it wasn't justice. I don't think it was, at least. Got the key. Take it, undo your chains and you're free to go. You're letting me walk? Yup. Wow, Sparrowson. You know that I'm going to take this opportunity to flee the country, right? Sounds good. Try Britain, or maybe America? I hear America's nice. Get out of here. Why are you doing this? I thought prosecutors were all about punishing the guilty. I don't know much about being a prosecutor, madame. I've only had this job for 4 days after all. But I do know that Kokoroko wouldn't want a person burning to death, even if that person were guilty. I'm just following his example. You're following Kokoroko's example? That's kinda... Oh wow, was the Kokoro I saw as a child different to the Kokoroko I killed? I don't know. I hear people can change, but we don't really have time for this discussion, madame, because, you know, fiery imminent death and stuff. Right, you lead the way. Actually, I'm meeting with the inspector out front. You may want to take a back exit. The inspector would see us both hanged if he knew what I just did. Gotcha. Then we probably won't meet again. I suppose this is goodbye. Indeed. Good luck, Madame Beaumont. And you too, Sparrowson. You are a first-rate lawyer. I'm first-rate? Good. You made it out safely. Any problems? No. All good. No problems at all. Excellent. It looks like the rabbit was right. Buildings are on fire from the riverside to riverside. We need to get off the island right away. Hold on. There's something important I need to tell you. Save it. Our safety takes priority. The fastest way out of here would be the Rue d'Arcade by Notre Dame. Let's not dawdle, Monsieur Sparrowson. We're out of here. On the streets of the Ile de la Cité, panicked people of all ages and classes scurry away from the engulfing fire. That's Notre Dame in the background. Smoke billows out of the burning buildings, enveloping the sky in a dark cloud. This is bad. This place is utter chaos. Inspector, slow down. I really need to tell you this. It can wait. I'm not sure it can. It really can't. Listen, back in the catacombs, Falcon told me something. I thought he was just saying stupid things because he was angry and stressed. But then, when the Chateau Clunier incident and now this, well, I think he might have been telling the truth and cut the preamble and spit it out. Falcon told me that he was the Viridian killer. Inspector, are you okay? I knew it. Run along, Sparrowson. Get off the island safely. You aren't coming too? No. I think I'm going to go arrest the Viridian killer. I've hunted him for 18 years, and now I finally have my opportunity. You're going to arrest Falcon, but you don't know where he is. I know. The arrogant, was it, fils de pute is watching us right now. He is? I don't see him. Like I said, this is my arrest to make Sparrowson. Run along. Inspector. What do I do? Oh shit, it's heating up, literally. Falcon! Such a beautiful view. Falcon's gone off the deep end. Oh shit, this is crazy. This is really cool. A perfect place to watch the city burn. Inspector, it's about time. Come on, step out of the shadows. You. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it! Yeah. You were the one responsible for the bombings of the July Revolution. You are the one responsible for the bombings of today. You are the Viridian killer. I am. Such a brazen confession. You knew before Sparrowson told you, didn't you? How long have you known? I've always had my suspicions. A falcon acting as a defense lawyer? Laughable. It's in your nature to be a bird of prey. But it wasn't until Kokoroko and I carried out our investigation that my suspicions turned to be evidence-based reasoning. You changed your name between 1829 and 32. Why? Because you wanted to distance yourself from your old identity, that of the Viridian killer. I knew you had the murderous spirit in you. I knew that under the right pressure, I could draw that spirit out. So I created a perfect scenario. You're a fool, Inspector, but I can't fault your intuition. I suppose you wish to arrest me. Of course, I will arrest you. I will have you tried, and I will have you executed in the name of justice. Yeah, justice. He's lost all faith in that. You talk as if I am the only one who stands here as a sinner. You, Inspector, are just as guilty as I am. I'm an outstanding citizen. You were the one responsible for severing Kokoroko's death. You were the one who ordered for him to undertake a mission that he had no chance of completing. You knew, from the moment that you sent him to confront the rebels, that he would be killed like a street dog. And for what? To anger me? To make me lash out? Well, congratulations, you succeeded. Here I stand as the Viridian killer. Kakariko is dead and Paris is ablaze. Dozens have died so that you can fulfill your lust for punishing criminals. Yeah, ain't got much to say about that, have you? I have broken no law and I have done no wrong. You think the law defines right and wrong? That's a disgusting level of naivety. Regardless of what's written in the law books, we are both sinners of the worst kind, Inspector. We both deserve justice. So let us be judged by the way of ancient regime. Let us settle this through the oldest form of trial known to man. The oldest form of trial. You wish to duel? Indeed. I am sure that you brought a pistol. I brought one of my own. This is a farce. I'm not going to duel you. I'm not going to give you a choice. On the count of 5, I'm going to turn and shoot. You can participate, or you can be killed. You really are the monster I expected you to be, Viridian Killer. Count. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. That's the final count, Inspector. Why haven't you turned to shoot me? I see. I misjudged you. I thought you hated criminals through and through, but here you are, showing mercy to your worst enemy. You are a lawful man, a virtuous man. But you still await judgment for the death of Seven Kokoriko. If you thought that you could escape punishment just because you're willing to show me mercy, well, you are very much mistaken. You dishonourable cow. Whoa, you dishonourable Conard! That's a bad word. Shooting a man in the back. I never claimed to be honourable. Nor did I. Okay. So this is how it ends. 2 old birds going up in flame. I can hear the people chanting, liberty, equality, fraternity. The rebellion really has begun. No, this isn't right. I can't leave things like this. Inspector, I have a confession. I am not the Viridian Killer. Yes, I bombed Chateau Clunier. I did that to get revenge on an enemy of mine. And yes, I set the city island on fire to spite you. But the real Viridian Killer? The one who maimed you in the July Revolution 18 years ago, it wasn't me. I've got no idea who that person is. Did you hear me, Inspector? Oh, you're already gone. Maybe it's for the best that you didn't hear. Truth is overrated, anyway. This is it. This is my time to go. Not my watch. Come on your feet. Sparrowson. It's here to save the day. Oh no, this is heavy. Heavy shit. Wow, the Salpêtrière. It's the hospital. It's becoming renowned for its progressive attitudes toward medical care. How is he, Doctor? Physically, Falcon's injuries are pretty minor, just some minor burns and superficial gunshot wound. But mentally, I think he'll need a little time. I see. Don't fret. This hospital has the best mental health care in all of Europe. We'll do everything we can to put him right. Thank you, Doctor. Can I speak to him? Sure, no problem. Actually, you should take him for a walk by the river. Maybe that'll do him some good. Oh, it's very awkward. Hi, Sparrowson. Hi, Falcon. Feeling okay? Yeah. Don't worry, I haven't gone loopy. That's a relief. Come on, let's take a walk. So it looks like the rebel uprising was successful. The Prime Minister fled, and the King was booted out of the country. France has a new and scary future ahead, doesn't it? Yeah, I suppose so. I hear Judge Maxime granted you a full legal license. Yeah, I'm a real attorney now. Congratulations are in order. You must be proud. I am. Have you decided what kind of law you're going to specialise in? I'm going to be a defence attorney. Just like you, I suppose. Oh yeah, it suits you. You think so? Yeah, you're good at playing the hero. I think we've made enough small talk, Falcon. There's something serious we got to discuss. The bombings? Only Inspector Valerti and I knew you were behind the attacks on Chateau Clunier and the courthouse. Only he and I knew that you were the Viridian killer. So with him gone, it's just me. I see. Do you plan on turning me in? No. Why not? It's difficult to say. I'm still trying to get a handle on this justice malarkey. Right now, I don't know what's right or wrong. Are you a murderer? Should you be in prison? I don't know. The whole thing's a mess. I find myself asking, what would Kokoriko do? Probably give a stupid Voltaire quip. I guess so. Listen, Sparrowson, I want to thank you for not turning me in, but I think I'm going to stay at the hospital for a little while. Or maybe a long while. Call it penance if you want. I gotcha. You know, you could just go and make a run for it. I won't be able to catch you. I bet you could even make it all the way to Calais. Yeah, I probably could. But I won't. Don't you want to be free? Of course, I want to fly away more than anything. But some birds need to be kept caged. Oh wow, that's 4A. That's the ending. Based on the characters and art of J.J. Granville, is a really cool Victorian illustrator, French. I've got one of his books. It's really nice. But yeah, Aviary Attorney. I love this game. It's got a really nice atmosphere to it, and also the writing is just the right level of articulate and casual for me. I think it's spot on. I do love the writing for this game, and it's quite pleasant to read as well. And that's the end. But it's not the end. There are still 2 more cases to crack. You have reached the end of Route A. There's also Route B and Route C. And yeah, the ending you received was determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. So if you get to Kokoriko and choose not to interfere when they're about to execute him, you'll get to 4A. Try tracking the trial in the catacombs differently in order to see a different ending. Thank you for playing Aviary Attorney, and yeah, that was good. I loved it. But I will be back for case 4 for B and C. And this is Ushio signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.